Hello Hattrickers, this is episode 126 of Let's Play Hattrick in San Marino with Inter Kalvehave. It has been longer than what I would have liked since the last update in this series, but sometimes life gets a little busy. Yeah, I guess we'll just have to try to catch up a bit in this episode. So let's start out with some transfer news. If we look at the transfer history for Inter Kalvehave, you can tell that Andras Sorcic was sold to FC Broker, and the replacement for Andras Sorcic is Markus Mundbeck, a new defender from Caravan Football Club. We paid 20 million kroner for this guy to replace him. We might have overpaid just a little bit, but we'll try to give him some playmaking training and see how he develops. He is unpredictable and that should help retain some of his value going forward. We've also promoted Patricio Sansovini and sold him. He's made it to the club Samario. Hopefully he'll be trained in a meaningful way and perhaps there'll be some mother club money for us down the line with Patricio. In the academy, we were able to gamble for Alessandro Perilli. He will be 17 years and 2 days by the time we can promote him. Luckily for us, he showed up with an excellent potential in scoring. Hopefully we can find a specialty for this guy and perhaps also some interesting skill potential in playmaking. And hopefully we can make a little bit of money on this guy, despite the fact that he was 16 when he was presented to us. But guys, we have to talk about the situation in the league because we are in trouble. Halfway through the season, we are 6th with 6 points, just 2 points down to the drop zone. AC Sabio Pendis being the team we have to keep beneath us at the moment. Life is tough in this third division series, and it really showed in the match against Mountain King this weekend. We lost 6-1, and yeah, let's take a look at the ratings because that'll tell us exactly why we are in trouble. Look at this attack that we had to stop somehow. Mountain King coming with a mythical high in the central attack from the beginning. For this one I tried some sort of a desperate counter-attacking approach and we failed miserably. Yeah, that's the way it goes sometimes. We are committed to training some scoring here, and Becca, Volokis and Belgicano will get scoring training this week. We are facing some strong teams at the moment, but we have to remember that Mountain King is not necessarily at the same stage in the development of the team as we are. Let's take a look at another match in the league, and it's not like it's been smooth sailing to say the least. We got a single point against Kumano Terme. That was quite lucky, but sometimes you just have to be lucky to get those points. We were in a magical counter here, attacking down the left, and we were quite lucky that Kumano Terme only came through once in the side attacks here, 43% chance of converting, but a single point here might help us in the long run. So the situation here halfway through the league season is the fact that we have to consider the possibility of relegating, and hopefully we can stay in the qualification zone. There's 3 points up to AC LDL, but we have to consider the fact that Kumano Terme is still a strong team and they are playing a secondary cup at the moment. We might see their true strength once they actually get knocked out of this cup, because it could be a stronger team that we're facing in the second half of the season. We have an extremely difficult task away to Mountain King next round, but hopefully we can do a little better during the second half of the league season. In the run for the top scorer award, we have no one in contention, and that ship definitely has sailed for this season. The fans are running away in droves, and the last update was -7. We're down to 3,008 fans. Just look at the mood of this guy. Irritated fan mood. It's not very positive. I promised in the comments section to take a look at the finances of the team. At this point, we have 248 million kroner in the coffers. That is equal to almost 25 million euros. So that's a positive. And the thing about our situation now is not really to panic and start buying players in order to stay in the division and necessarily compete to go higher in the league. If we start purchasing a lot of stronger players at the moment, we will not have the money to make this cycle last in the end, so we have to be patient just a little longer. In the training department, we've seen Volokis pop to world-class playmaking, and that's a very nice sight to see, going steadily forward for Volokis. This week we'll be training scoring, and if we look at the training planner, it's positive to report that we have 5 weeks left of scoring after this week's training update, and that means we'll be able to play the core players in their main positions quite soon again, especially in the next season, and that will help us compete and find our true level for the forthcoming season in the league, hopefully stabilizing our performances. The second half of the season will really be about trying to avoid relegation and the relegation battle all the way through. I really had hoped the focus would be on finishing higher in the league table and perhaps even getting some prize money at the end of the season. But really what we need to do now is remain calm, remember the plan, and trust the process rather than panicking and spending unnecessarily at this point in the cycle, because soon it will be go time and we need all the money we can spare at that time. That's all for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the episode, please consider subscribing to the channel and leaving a comment in the section below. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye.